Hey, how we doing? What's up? Welcome back. Or I feel like I'm welcoming myself back a little bit. What's up? Episode 124, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing this without my headphones. It's just, I don't know why. Like, I don't have anything to listen to when I do this podcast because I'm not gaming. But it just feels right just to put the headphones on. So I'm just going to do it anyways, just because. Friday, February 24th. How is everyone doing? What are you guys up to? We're back with another solo, man. I don't know. I like sometimes just sitting down, talking with myself. We've got some guests coming up on the way in the next couple of weeks, but I like talking with just you guys, seeing how you're doing, checking in on you, all that good stuff. And if you guys do enjoy the podcast, as I've always said, feel free to go over and drop us that 5-star rating. Would be most appreciated. Helps us get the podcast out to other people. But that's not. It's not what's up today. It's been a big week, okay? It has been a very different week on the channel, but it's also been a very, very exciting week, I think I would say. So it's for all the college students, all the kids out there, at least where I live and where the town I'm in, everyone's like February break, so kind of like March break, spring break, even though it's in February in Canada, so it's not really spring break at all. But anyways, no one's here this whole week. It's just completely gone. I'm the only person here besides my girlfriend, and she works. So I basically had the last Sunday through to Friday to myself. So I haven't talked with another human being, I don't think, besides my girlfriend over the phone for a quick talk and my mom over the phone. But I've basically been a complete loner. So what I have been doing is I decided I would do 2 streams a day. Not one, okay? Not a daily uploader, but a double daily, which is a grind, man. I see some YouTubers that do daily, two-a-day uploads. It's a grind, okay? And I respect it because, people like it. Not everybody likes it, but the truth is giving people more content doesn't really hurt them, And for the people that want the more content, it's great. So, I don't know. I thought this is a week I've got all to myself. I'm not going to be hanging out with anyone. I'm not going to be seeing anyone. Actually, I just said I didn't see anyone. I hung out with my friend Harry on Tuesday. Harry, the man you guys know, we went and saw John Wick. It was amazing. But I just decided, I should say John Wick 2. I decided though that I want to try something different. I've been, zombies is obviously, I love zombies, and I don't think anyone would debate that against me. But I've seen some people branching out. I saw Lex going over to Overwatch. I saw Noah on a second channel streaming Overwatch, and I was like, you know what? Let's give this a go this week. Let's see how people react to if I stream Pokemon. Because I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna get a little real, okay? Zombies is my favorite video game of all time. And I owe that a big part, that is because of YouTube, because being in this position, it almost forces me to be really good at the game. And, excuse me, to the point where I can fully enjoy it. But the thing is with it, it's not the only thing I like, right? And more importantly is okay, I don't know why I'm going around here so logically. Listen, what I'm getting at is I love zombies. Obviously, you know that. And it is my favorite video game of all time. And I've always said, if I had to go play another game, I don't know what else I would play, because how I do YouTube is I get into a game and I just grind it. I fall in love with it, making videos about it, and I just absolutely grind it. And that's what I've done for the last 4 years of zombies. Right now, we're in a downturn, and I'm a little bit bored, to be honest, just creatively. And I've made a video about that before. And I don't think anyone in the YouTube community would argue that, it's kind of just a boring time right now. I mean, I'm doing some fun stuff. I'm liking these challenges I'm doing. It's like throwback, but with the newly added live stream that makes it so much better. So I like it, I'm really enjoying it. But at the same time, we don't have any new content right now. And I'm just feeling like, man, I'd like to do something different. I'd like to try switching it up. And the only game, knowing my personality and how I go at YouTube, the only game that I like enough that I could actually play consistently is Pokemon, which is kind of weird, going from like a gory, bloody, puzzle-solving FPS that is zombies to this like RPG. It's a pretty weird transition. Like, yeah, on YouTube, that's right, I am having a whiskey. Okay, I don't know if you're watching this on More Smith Plays, which is where we're uploading the podcast now, by the way. But I just finished shoveling. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the podcast. I'm gonna have a whiskey, and it's gonna be good. Okay, it's gonna be a good Friday night. Anyways, I love whiskey, man. It's. I don't love whiskey. It tastes terrible. But of all the alcohols, I would say it is my favorite. That or vodka, but vodka is really gross. Anyways, getting back on track here. Pokemon is really the only game that I like enough that I feel like I could consistently do on my YouTube channel. There's really no other. I love Call of Duty and I love Pokemon. And I feel like a 5-year-old for saying that, but it's the truth, You can't judge people on their gaming preferences, because the thing is, I hate when people say, "Oh, you play this game, you're a nerd, but I play this game and it's okay." The truth is, man, we're all gamers in this together. So we have different preferences, but it's all good. And I saw Lex, I've seen Noah trying to go over to Overwatch a little bit, because that's an area where they have a big passion. And I had this week to do myself, and I was like, I could stream Pokemon all week, but I don't want to alienate people. So what I decided to do is I'm going to do 2-a-days. So one Zombies live stream, about an hour and a half probably, and one Pokemon Soul Silver live stream. Now, as expected, of course, Pokemon Soul Silver didn't get the views that Zombies would get, because why would it? My entire audience, people probably listening to this, you guys are all Zombies fans, and you subscribe to me for Zombies. So I understood. I'm like, listen, this isn't going to get views. This is going to get some hate. People aren't going to want to see this, but I don't really care, because this is something I want to do, and I'm just going to go for it. When I started making zombie videos, I got a lot of hate, because people said you're stupid and your videos aren't funny and you're not good. So, trying something new is always going to experience backlash until you become successful at it. So this has been a really eye-opening week for me, because already in 4 live streams, when I'm streaming Zombies, I have people saying, "Hey, are you going to be streaming Pokemon later?" And that is a really good feeling to see, wow, people actually care about this, Normally when you stream something, it's like the first stream gets the most views and that's it, and then it just goes down, like if you do a playthrough of something. Not with Pokemon. Like, the first one obviously got the most, because it was on a holiday I streamed it, but then it's been consistent through, 30,000, 35,000, 40,000 views a stream, which, again, I'm not really looking for, I want to get the most amount of views right now. I just want people to like it, and I just wanted to do something that I thought would be fun, right? At the end of the day, I mean, every single day this week, I said, I went to bed, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to do another double stream tomorrow. I wake up, all I could think about was streaming Pokemon, because I was just having so much fun with it. And that's a great feeling. That's how I felt when I started making Zombies videos. And there's 2 sides of it, right? Because there's the one side that says, no, you're a Zombies YouTuber. You have to stick to only uploading Zombies. And that's what I've told myself for 4 years. But then at the other side of it, I feel like that is actually the sellout thing to do. As crazy as that sounds, and the jokes of, Pat's a sellout and stuff, I started thinking about it like, man, on this other side, isn't the right thing to do follow what you want to do? I mean, that's how I got into Zombies in the first place, right? And the thing you always got to say when you're talking about this kind of stuff is disclaimer, is I'm not leaving Zombies. Lex made this video, guys, I'm not saving Zombies, which I think was a smart way to phrase it, is that I'm not leaving Zombies, but I'm going to not do only Zombies, right? Because that's the second you start saying, I'm going to play a different game, the first question is, no, don't leave Zombies. It's natural. Obviously, people subscribe to me for Zombies. That's what they want. But to me, I look at it as like, well, Zombies is safe, and Zombies is where people want to watch me, and that's where everyone wants to see me. And obviously, that's where I have a stable income from. But on the other side of it, I think, you know what? Like, if I'm drawn to something and I have a really big passion for it, or at least to try it out, right? Because I've only done 4 streams and it's something different. Why not go for that, right? Why not go for that? Try it out. See how it is. See how you enjoy it. Because I don't know if I'm gonna want to play Pokemon every single day of my life. That doesn't sound all that fun either. I want to balance, but throwing Pokemon into the mix is gonna give me more content, and it's again something I actually am passionate about, which is so weird because Pokemon is something, man, that it's just not really ever been big on YouTube. Pokemon Go, of course, has been big, but Pokemon has never been big. And I was thinking about this, the Pokemon community. And this is not a shot at anyone that's into Pokemon, but the Pokemon community on YouTube is pretty small, like the Pokemon Sun and Moon. The only real big guy that I know that's got like millions of subscribers doing Pokemon, and actually Pokemon, real like RPG, Sun and Moon, whatever, red, silver, emerald, whatever, black and white, diamond, pearl, X and Y, whatever. The only big guy that I know is Jaywitz, and he's a YouTuber I think who has around 2 million subscribers, and everyone else I just feel like is it's not a big community. It's an untapped community, and I'm sitting here just like, okay, I have this really big passion for it, and again, this is just like straight, just be completely honest. I was like, I've been having these thoughts through my mind, and I'm like, you know what? It'd be perfect to just do a podcast and talk about this because people apparently like when I'm just open about this kind of stuff. People sometimes say, this is like my favorite stuff for you when you're just straight up honest and just straight up real. I like to do this kind of stuff because, I feel like not a lot of YouTubers get the opportunity or want to be, kind of completely transparent. But I like being able to talk about my situation because I feel like it makes me more okay with it, as well as I think it makes people more understanding and at least more appreciative because they can realize the fact that I'm just a person rather than you see some YouTubers and they just look like a personality, right? And obviously on, you stream, you try to be entertaining, all that stuff. I've said that a million times, but I just look at it, and this is like, maybe in a year I'll be sitting here like, damn, I guess I was right or I guess I was wrong, but what I am thinking is, I've got a fairly decent sized channel with, a million people, a million plus people, 1.373 maybe, something like that. I've got a fairly big following, and with that, it's interesting because I've seen YouTubers do this before. Whereas you get big in a community, 1.372, my bad. You get big in a community, right? And you hop to another community. Noah's done it. He did zombies over to GTA, back over to zombies. Syndicate did zombies over to Minecraft. Which is weird to think Noah because, Noah, like, it's weird. Noah was a GTA YouTuber for so long. And he did a seamless transition back to zombies, which was really cool to see, as well as a seamless transition over to GTA. And I just think, like, I don't want to take shots at anyone that uploads Pokemon, but Pokemon is nerdy, and I accept that and I embrace that because the thing is, like I said, I'm a gamer, and maybe not right now, but for me, I've always tried to not be a nerd. Because I know I'm the biggest nerd. So I think, well, okay, I'm such a nerd. Like, my job is playing video games. I am the biggest nerd ever. So let's have another aspect of our life that makes us less nerdy. So I loved lifting weights. I did Olympic lifting. Not like really hardcore, but, I was doing all kinds of stuff. Deadlifting, squatting. I was up to 350 pounds I could squat, actually. Is that right? 350? I know I could at least do 315. Anyways, at least 300 pounds squatting. So I was like, okay, if I have a part of me that's like super like hardcore and like, lifted heavy weights and stuff, at least there's a balance there. The thing with Pokemon is it's way more nerdy than streaming zombies. Zombies is at least kind of cool, but streaming Pokemon, that's like the most nerdy thing ever. And I feel like one of the reasons, again, this is just like my mind thinking about this whole Pokemon market and YouTube and stuff, is like, I feel like one reason Pokemon isn't successful is because if you think about all the other games that do well, there's really cool personalities behind it, right? Let's look at Minecraft, okay? Syndicate. I think Syndicate was one of the greatest YouTube personalities. He's just such a friendly, upbeat, like, just cool guy. And he takes this game that's Minecraft, whereas, let's be honest, like, I'm not hating on Minecraft, but Minecraft is kind of a children's game, but you have this awesome personality, and he made it great, right? That's one example. Obviously, games like GTA, it's a little bit easier because, it's just ridiculousness. But what I'm saying is you need a good game, but you also need a personality that people like, that people not only do they find funny, but you don't want to feel like embarrassed, you know what I mean? And that, I feel like back in the day, it was a little bit like that. You're watching this guy and, oh, I'm embarrassed. But as like you get like these cooler personalities, I dare say, and I think Syndicate's a great example of that. This like really cool guy that you would actually want to hang out with in life, and he's not a nerd, and he's got a cool life, and he just also happens to be a gamer that loves streaming and doing these games. That is so much more interesting. You don't feel bad. Like, I am really big right now into watching Pokemon speedruns, which is probably the nerdiest thing I could ever admit. Worcester, I don't know if you're out there, you're probably not listening, but I just want to say, holy crap, this guy, I watched like a 3-hour speedrun of him playing Pokemon Soul Silver, and it was amazing. I'm like, this is so fascinating because he knows everything. He has a notebook of all the stuff going on in the game. It is amazing just to watch all this knowledge that he has on the game and stuff. So with that, what I was going to say is, and this guy, I'm not calling out Worcester because I think that's his name. He's like some Australian dude. I really enjoy watching him. But a lot of the Pokemon speedrunning guys are a little bit nerdy. And I'm a little like embarrassed watching it because I'm like, man, this is so sick. But I'm like, if my girlfriend like was watching me watching this, she'd be like, what are you watching? Like, you're such a nerd, right? But when you have like a better personality around it, I just feel like you don't feel that. You know what I mean? And maybe I'm just being weird here, but what I'm getting at is I feel like there's no big personality in Pokemon, and that's why it hasn't gotten big. Like I said, the only big guy that I can really think of is Jaywitz, but Pokemon is way bigger than zombies, yet there's so many more people that do zombies, and I just think it's because I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. But I look at it, and I see an open market right now for... I'm not saying I'm cool, but I don't know. I think I know how to entertain people. I'm dropping my, I don't know, random like throw in here just for people watching or listening. I like to play with thumbtacks when I stream. And I don't know why, or not when I stream, but when I do this podcast, I just need to do something with my hands just to keep it going. It's like I need to be smoking a cigarette, because I'm such a big smoker. I'm just kidding. Don't smoke cigarettes. That'd be stupid. You'll die earlier and you'll have a worse overall life. So don't smoke cigarettes. Anyways, as I'm drinking my whiskey, such a hypocrite. Holy crap, I'm a hypocrite. Anyways, it's all good. What I'm getting at is, I don't know, I feel like I could offer something new to the table of the Pokemon universe. And it's a game I love and I'm super passionate about to begin with. And I feel like I can be that personality. Because right now, the only people I see besides Jaywitz, I'm just talking about everyone this live stream in the Pokemon community. There's definitely some dudes with like 300,000, 500,000, maybe 1 million. I don't know if I've ever found someone with 1 million, but it's a lot of news, right? I saw a lot of people doing Pokemon Sun and Moon news, and I wonder what the next what the remake of Pokemon Sun and Moon is going to be. Like they do red and blue, and then they do yellow. Silver, gold, crystal. For people that don't care about Pokemon, this is too bad. Well, not really, because it's more of me and YouTube right now, but probably clips. Anyways, it's a lot of news and stuff, right? And I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like there's an open market, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I just feel like I should go for it, man. Again, I don't want to leave zombies. Definitely don't want to leave zombies. Because I feel like we actually might be having some content coming out soon. But the same time, I want to switch it up. And this week has been a good piece, it's just been a learning experience for me, is what I'll say. Speaking of that, did I say DLC 5? What? Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I have no inside information. No one has told me. You know, Treyarch didn't come up to me and be like, boy, here's DLC 5, it's coming out. Nothing like that, okay? Nothing like that. No leaks or anything here. This is just purely speculative. There is going to be a DLC 5. I would say there is a 85% chance we are going to see a DLC 5 for Black Ops 3 Zombies. I posted something on Twitter the other day that showed my subscriber growth throughout the entirety of my channel. So I'll read off the numbers just to give you an idea for those that are listening. So over my channel, right, I did 2 years of basically no growth, and then I started getting into YouTube a little bit more, and finally Top 5s hit for me. So when Top 5s hit, my first couple days I did like 3,000 subscribers, and then I averaged between 1 and 2 for like basically a year. Then Black Ops 3 Zombies came out, and I did 5,000 subscribers. That was a peak. Then we had it got announced. That was a peak. I got 5,000 subscribers. Shadows of Evil dropped, like Black Ops 3 main disc, another 5,000 subscribers. The day I hit 1 million subscribers, I got 7,500 subscribers, which was also the day Zetsubo dropped. Gorod Krovi, another like 5,000. Revelations, like 4,000. Those were the very peaks. And those were on like DLC days, on game disc day. With a giveaway rocking on the channel, which is like you're probably going to get double the subscribers you would with a giveaway. I got less than 20. I got like 1,250 was the peak. No, let's say 2,000 to be generous for Spaceland Zombies. So that's like really bad. That's really, really bad. And the point I'm making here is why if I was Infinity or I was Activision and I got to pay my shareholders and I'm a company and I need to make as much money as possible, I would say, gee, this Infinite Warfare game isn't really, it's not really going over that well, you know? And I mean, I'm just one perspective of it. I'm sure it's getting a bunch of sales and a lot of people are playing it. From my perspective as a YouTuber, the Call of Duty community is much more quiet than it was a year ago. I think that is safe to say that Black Ops 3 is doing way better than Infinite Warfare. Or Black Ops 3 did do better, might still be doing better than Infinite Warfare. And with that, your company, you got to make money. Well, gee, what can we do to make more money, you know? I'm thinking we should probably figure out a way that we can make more money, right? Because, there's nothing bad about that. You're a company, right? You got to make money, okay? You got people, shareholders invest into your company. You got to make them money because they're the people that even are the reason you have a company. You got to make money, okay? I get that. Well, what's the best way? If Infinite Warfare isn't really doing all that well, we got Modern Warfare Remastered. Okay, well, we've already got like buyable supply drops and stuff in there. So that's covered. Treyarch. Oh, they're gonna give us more content? Oh, okay, so they're gonna give the zombie players more content. They're gonna give us that workshop, that Newton's cookbook. Okay, so there's something new. Yeah, we're gonna get Treyarch sprinkling a little bit of there in for the zombies community. A little live stream. Make sure they mention that. Well, if you guys keep playing our games, we'll keep bringing you content. That wasn't. That comment was definitely thought out. Okay. Moving on, multiplayer. What's up, multiplayer? Guys, you've been good to us. Why don't we sprinkle a little PPSH into your gameplay, Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like that? A little PPSH? Yeah? Well, hit the supply drops. And, if you want to get more supply drops, it's going to cost you, right? You want to get more of that Newton's Cookbook, it's going to cost you, okay? Activision isn't dumb, and they're going to do the best thing for their company. And they're dropping stuff out, they're saying, how are people going to react to this? Very interesting. Very interesting, players. I say you enjoy content. Well then, I think it's time for us to give you, behold, DLC 5. Yes, I think I'm getting a little silly, but I really think that's what's going to happen. I really do. It only makes sense. Now, it might not be till the summer, which would be the smartest time, but why wouldn't they give us at least remakes? A lot of people are saying remakes, and I think that is very smart. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Because, you don't have to make a new storyline for Black Ops 4 or the next Treyarch game, but remakes would be sick. Oh my God, I would love zombie remakes. If we were going to get a Resurrection Part 2, right? So Resurrection in Black Ops 1 gave us Moon, so a new map, as well. Excuse me. As well as all 4 maps for World at War. So Nocturne Toten, Keen under Toten, Durice, and... No, not Keen under Toten. Am I stupid? Resurrection included Moon, Nocturne Toten, Varrock, Shinonuma, and Durice. And it was great. Like, it was cool because, I already had World at War maps, but it was fun to play those with updated guns. It was kind of different, and you didn't have to switch between discs if you wanted to play the old school Zombies map. Your friends didn't have World at War, didn't have the map packs, but they bought the map packs for Black Ops 1. It was really cool. I appreciated that quite a bit from them. So, getting back to it all, right? Black Ops 3. I think it would be in their best interest probably just to do remasters. I don't know. I don't think it's smart to release more content. But, maybe why not bring back some maps from multiplayer, okay? Like DLC 5, why don't we do some multiplayer and some zombies? So multiplayer, don't even remaster them. Like, oh, it's the same map that you played before, but, I should say reskinned. Just remaster them. So some great maps from World at War. Let's say Dome, maybe Courtyard, maybe. Just a couple that are good. What was the other one? There was a couple good ones. Castle, Airfield. Dome was the big one that was really fun though. Macon was good, but I don't think that would do well in Black Ops 3. Bring that back, okay? Bring a couple Black Ops 1 maps back. Bring back original firing range. How cool would that be? Bring back maybe original Nuketown, because why the heck not? I don't know. Bring back whatever, okay? Bring back some old school guns. Bring back like the real MP40. Do some remasters is what I'm saying. Bring back some zombies maps. How about that, right? How about like... I don't know. Let's say they're going to give us 5 remastered multiplayer maps. This is a lot. I don't think they would give us this much, but maybe. Let's say 4 and 4. I think they want to appease both multiplayer and zombies, even though zombies is kind of where it's at, let's be honest. No offense, multiplayer, but, I think the numbers are on our sides, which is crazy to think that zombies is bigger now than multiplayer. I would say anyways. Revelations, okay? I think Revelations proved that. Anyways, I don't know if that's for sure, but I think in some aspects, I think zombies is bigger than multiplayer. Not for casual fans, but for the more hardcore people. And again, this is all coming from my perspective, so I definitely have a little bit of a bias to tend towards the zombies community. But I just think that, man, let's say they're going to give us 4 and 4. Let's just go with this, because I think this would be cool. Watch me predict all of this. They do this exact thing. I really do think DLC 5 is going to come out. But okay, 4 maps from Treyarch. So, for multiplayer, whatever. Multiplayer, guys, whatever. 4 maps from zombies. I want a Transit remastered. And people joke at me why I say this, but I really do. I really want Transit remastered. And the reason that I want to see Transit remastered is because of all the zombie maps, okay? No map had more potential than Transit. When Black Ops 2 first came out, dude, that map, dudes, ladies, that map was so hyped up. I don't think there was a map that was more hyped up than Transit. I really think that was more hyped than Kino, definitely. Way more hyped, obviously, than Noct and Kino combined. More hyped than all of World at War and, well, maybe not Black Ops 1, but more hyped than all of World at War. More hyped than Shadows. It was a big deal when Black Ops 2 dropped Transit. When they dropped that trailer, Treyarch dropped that Transit trailer of the bus going around to different sections and stuff. It just failed, you know? I think, honestly, I don't want to sound cocky here, but, and I think you give this task to any major zombies YouTuber, I think they could fix Transit. I know I don't want to say I could fix Transit, but I could significantly improve Transit. I just love to talk about Transit because it's a map that isn't perfect, you know? It's not a Gurog Krovi or a Derizen Drac or Origins or a Mob of the Dead. It's a map that lacks, but also has potential. I look at Die Rise and I think, man, like, I can't really tell you what else would be better. How you'd make it better. Die Rise, how would I make Die Rise better? Okay, first thing I immediately think is, you know how, like, where the mystery box is, you drop down, you can't get back up unless you, like, glitch or something? Just let me go back up. Okay, that's stupid. That's silly. I have to go all the way around for the box. That was my biggest problem with Jimmy Zielinski's Black Ops 2 maps, is everything's so tedious. Like, do you want me to have a fun experience, or do you just want me to, like, you know? Or is it just all about making this map, like, the way you think it should be? And I'm not hating on Jimmy because he's made some great maps, you know, he's led some great maps, but his Blackout, like, or Transit and Die Rise back to back were terrible. And I didn't really even particularly like Moon besides the Easter egg. I don't think Moon is a good map except for the Easter egg. I think that's the only thing that makes Moon fun. Solo, it's a terrible experience. With the team, it's okay, but I don't know. I just feel like Transit was obviously bad. Die Rise, man, that's a map that I don't know if I could fix because the flaws aren't really that obvious. Just like, man, they didn't make the map maneuverable enough. You should pick up the key, the elevator key, and that should work forever. You should never lose the elevator key. Like, I turned the key in and now I don't have the elevator key. I mean, just from a logic sense, that doesn't make sense. There is no sense. Because I don't want to wait for an elevator and, I can only get one chance to wait for an elevator. That's silly. Come on, just let me call the elevator whenever. That would be good enough. PhD shouldn't even have been a thought to put it in. PhD prevents fall damage. Die Rise is a map with fall damage. Easy. Again, that little quirk I have about having to go all the way around the map if you want to get back to the box. That's kind of silly. Only 3 box locations. I mean, I don't know. I just think that 2 are right beside each other. You know, it's up above the slide and at the bottom of the slide where it originally spawns, and then over in some side area of the map. It just didn't seem smart. There was a lot of more. You could have put it in the spawn. You could have put it in all different kinds of locations, on top of the roof, in a better spot maybe. But Die Rise just didn't really. There wasn't much sense to Die Rise. Like, just looking at it, I'm like, why is everything the way it is, you know? And I just feel like there's no, I don't have an explanation, you know? It doesn't make sense to me the way Die Rise is. A lot of pointless areas. Like, you know, down below the elevators where, like, you build a liquefier, that whole area besides the elevators is absolutely pointless. It really is. The only reason it's there, and I mean, I guess I can see that, but it's just like you don't do anything there. There's nothing for the Easter egg there. There's no parts there. There's a AK-74U. Woo. Just a lot of pointless stuff in Die Rise. And I there's some ideas to fix it, man, but Die Rise to me is just a lost cause. It was a good idea. Don't get me wrong. I think it was a great idea, but it failed in execution. Conversely, I think Origins on paper is a terrible idea. Okay, let's just do a map that's World War I trenches. That's what Origins is. It's the trenches of World War I. So then why is it considered to be one of the best maps of all time? Because the execution was there. So good ideas don't always mean good maps. Mob of the Dead is a map that has a good idea and a good execution. And that's why it's one of the greatest of all time. I think Grog Crovey, same idea. No, Grog Crovey's a pretty basic map. The Eisendrach's a neat idea, and it's a great map. But getting back to Transit, I could talk about Transit for hours, man, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about why I want to see a remake of it, right? Again, I honestly think if you gave me a team, and I said, okay, we're gonna fix Transit, guys. Maybe Treyarch, they're like, all right, Pat, you're the boss. What do you want us to do? And this is so like, oh, if I was in charge, I would know what I'm doing. This is the only map I think I could say this about. There's no map I couldn't make Transit to begin with to make it better. I mean, if you gave me make a zombies map, I never would have come up with Transit. So I'm not saying that it's completely lost and if I was in charge, But I'm just saying this hypothetical situation, okay, where I'm given the reins to improve Transit. I'm gonna combine what I would like to see as a remaster, a reskin, and I'm going to also in this make it so that explain how I would make the map better. Okay, so let's say Blundell comes up to my door. He flies all the way from LA across the continent to where I live. And he says, Pat, I need you to make Transit better. We got to do a remake. We got to do it for DLC 5. I would say, okay, here's what I do. First up, let's look at the map itself, okay? Let's take out what sucked, make it better, and then we'll reskin it, okay? So first things I would say is mystery box at every area in the map. And I know that's aggressive, but no, that is aggressive. Mystery box in two different mystery boxes around the map. How about that, okay? Having to walk so far to the mystery box sucks. It sucks. It's just not fun. It's really just not a fun experience if you have to go all the way there. The town, you know how the town, like you can go from the diner straight to the town? You should also be able to go from the town up to diner and over to the farm if you want to. PhD should be on the map. When you get PhD, you don't take damage from fire. That would be awesome. Let's think. Jet gun. I don't think you should have to build the jet gun. Or if you do, no. You could build the jet gun. Actually, that would be fair. But you hold all items. Why didn't they fix that? Blundell did it right. Okay, you get one item, you hold it. You get a second item, you keep holding that item. But for some reason, that's the biggest problem with the Jimmy Z maps, man, is they're so tedious. Okay, I have no problem with having to go to each place to get a piece for the jet gun. That's fine, but don't make me have to go there and back and here and back and over here and back. Whoa, this is exciting gameplay. No, it's not. Okay, it's boring and it's tedious, and I get a shit reward for it, right? How about, I don't know, man. How about like a better wonder weapon? I mean, I'm just saying, man. Thunder gun versus jet gun. The same studio made both. And I don't like being critical of Treyarch because, again, it's like I'm criticizing God in my eyes. Like, they made zombies, so I don't want to criticize them too much. But I just don't see how you went from, Thunder gun to Wonderwolf, Ray gun, Wonderwolf, Thunder gun, to Scavenger, to Baby gun, to Zap guns, which were pretty cool, to Jet gun. That was the next gun, right? The Slug of Fire was cool, the Origin staffs, the Buried Paralyzer, but the Jet gun just didn't make sense. It shouldn't break. It really just, I don't know how you would make the jet gun better, man, because you get sucked into the zombies, right? What it should do, okay? I just fixed the jet gun. Here we go. Ready? You pull the trigger, and it's like it's not like it breaks or anything. It's like the jet gun 2.0. And you pull the trigger, and all the zombies get sucked into it, right? And while they're getting sucked, they cannot damage you because that would be stupid. And and it just grinds them. It's like it just goes, you hit it, and they all just come flying into your tube, and they just die. How about that? Okay, it just goes, and they all die. You know, each zombie hits like pa 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 pa, and you know, make it like an apothecary servant kind of ammo weapon, right? Where it's like, and it just takes out the whole horde. It just sucks them all up, right? Because the jet gun is bad, dude. It's just not even worth making. I made it in my last stream because people wanted to see it, and I broke it in like 5 minutes. And then not only do you have to rebuild it, but you have to go back around the map, find the locations again, because they just magically teleport back. It is so flawed, dude. Holy crap. I would make a wall weapon at the town. That's a big thing, is there's no wall weapon at the town. So the best place to train in the map, besides the tunnel, you can't train there because there's no wall weapon. And, you know, there's no gobblegum to get more ammo or anything. So let's add a AN-94. And let's add a PDW and a sniper rifle of the SVU. Okay? And, I don't know. I think that's good. How about that? Okay? How about that? That sounds good. Okay? A sniper, an assault rifle, an SMG. Why not a shotgun too? Why don't we throw like the M1216 in there or something? I don't know. Maybe a Remington. I don't know. KSG. I don't know. Something good. Okay? So, or whatever, you know, Black Ops 3 updated guns. But let's just say, let's throw some actually like decent guns at the town. Pack-a-Punch. This is a big one, man. This is a big one for me. This is how they should have done Pack-a-Punch. It's exactly like town. So there's a location in each of the there's a part in each one of the buildings. So there's a part in make a part. And again, this map they weren't really thinking of solo players, I think is the big thing. I'm a big solo player, and this is why I think I have such a problem with transit. Whereas if you have 4 people doing all these tasks, it's way easier, right? What I think is it's just having to go down into that area sucks for so many reasons. If you're going down there solo and you have to build Pack-a-Punch during the round, you're gonna die. It's pretty tough to get down there. And on top of everything, it's just like such a random area, you know? Like, I just don't really care. The bank was cool, but it just seems dumb. I think, again, if I had the reins, I would make it so the room that has the bank, there's a part for Pack-a-Punch there. There's a part in the bar where Speed Cola or Stamina Up is, and there's a part for Jug up in the area where you find Jug, and maybe one more part just somewhere scattered in the town, right? So 3 or 4 parts, whatever you want to do with the Pack-a-Punch. I know it's not normally that, but let's just say, you know, or maybe 2 parts, and you don't know where it's gonna be. Who knows? Anyways, let's just say that for example, right? You build it, I don't know how you'd build it in the fire. Maybe you have to go up behind it, you know, that like screen where it is. And like on town, you know how it's there and behind it is like the screen. Maybe like that, right? And how about we do that, okay? How about we do that? And there's Pack-a-Punch done. So there's Pack-a-Punch done. We have guns at the town. We have 2 boxes. So one at the diner. One starts at the diner. One starts at the town. Yeah, the town, because the town should be the most important area. It's got Jug. It should have everything. And then one at the diner, because why not? Let's have 2 boxes. They move around, but there's at least 2 of them, so it's not ridiculous. Let's go 5 perks. 5 perk limit. I know that's ballsy. Let's go 5 perk limit. The reason why is you need stamina up on that map because it just sucks without it. And if you're playing if you gotta play quick revive as a solo player, you either gotta drop double tap or speed cola. I just think it would be more fair to have all 5 for everybody, or tombstone. You know, if you want to play with a team. So I think that would be fair. Or PhD. You know, because if they're adding PhD in, you're gonna need PhD for the lava. So I think that just makes it overall a little bit more fair. Or just make a new perk. Make a new perk that makes you fire resistant and denizen resistant. You know, make a perk called Transerol, and trans repellent. Well, okay, that sounds weird, but like something that makes it so like you're resistant to all the shitty stuff on transit. So you're resistant to denizens. Or maybe you can't take damage from denizens and they're automatically a one shot or something. You can't take damage from fire. I don't know, something like that. So I think that would be good. As I'm sitting here drinking my whiskey, sitting here and contemplating why I should be ahead of Treyarch instead of someone else. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just putting what I think out here. Other than that, man, I mean, that's the big stuff. You should be able to buy the bus there should be a token, right? And you pay $250 or $500 and the bus automatically just starts driving to you, right? That would be nice. The only thing is with 4 players that could get kind of weird. But there just should be something where you can actually control the bus. The only control you have over the bus is making it leave. But when you stand in it, it has a more likely chance to go. But you should be able to pay it to stop. Yeah, you can EMP it. But no, you should pay Ted $250, or maybe it just says stop the bus. Because, hey, I'm at the diner. I want to hit the box a couple times. Why are you leaving to the farm that has nothing? Traps. Make traps not need the turbine. That's stupid. How am I going to use that solo? Why are you not thinking about the solo players, man? That's not cool. What else we got? I'm really, really going in here on how I would fix this map. I'm cool with Avogadro. He's kind of annoying, but if you prepare for him and get EMPs, I would make EMPs. You know what? I would leave EMPs in because they're such a weird and you know what? They're just a sign of transit. I would leave EMPs in. For those people that really want those. I feel like that's really it. Avogadro, you know, if you get Galvas, you're fine. Even the Bowie knife is okay. Or just get your EMP grenades. Other than that though, man, I would make the turbines when they open the door, those doors stay open. Okay, that's a little thing. When you turn, so you don't even have that area down below. Or maybe that area that I was talking about is down below. Whatever. I don't know. Something cool can be down there maybe. Maybe PhD. No, don't make us go for PhD. Make PhD. Put PhD in the tunnel. That would be cool. That would actually be really cool. It like fell off the back of a truck or something. Or maybe you get a key and you open up the back of the truck of the tunnel. Inside of its PhD. That'd be cool. Anyway, so that's like the main qualms I have with transit is no nothing to make you resistant to flame, or like a shield, the Guardian of Fafnir, the shield, that would probably, you know, do the same thing. If you have it on your back, maybe you're resistant to fire. Anything to just resist the fire is all I care about. I'd leave denizens in. I think that's okay. As long as make it easier to get the Galvan Knuckles, or make them cheaper or something. Make the denizens less damaging, because 5 hits with the normal knife, it should be like 3 hits with the normal knife and 1 with nothing else, right? And they shouldn't be able to kill you either. So anyways, okay, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Still talking about DLC 5. So that's how I would fix the flow of the map. So we're not talking aesthetics here. Now, if we're talking a remake, this is what I would do. This is how I would come in here. I would say, listen, Jason, okay, listen, Treyarch, because I'm sitting here on my high throat, and I know what's right. I don't. Again, gotta clarify that. But what I would do, okay, what I'm thinking here is, let's make a transit before the asteroids hit, or not the asteroids, the rockets from Richthofen. Rockets from Riggedy Richthofen. Let's go with before transit got messed up. So it's still zombies. Okay, we can still have our zombies, of course. Because really the asteroids didn't mean zombies had to come, you know. Or I keep saying asteroids, the missiles from the moon. Richthofen's rockets and the missiles on the moon, okay? Let's just say that we still have zombies on transit. Everything I've just said has changed, except for the fact that it is prior to the moon hitting the moon stuff going on and the rockets from Richthofen, the missiles from the moon hitting transit, hitting the world, screwing everything up. So there's no fog, okay? There's no, well, you'd need fog, otherwise the map would be too easy. Or maybe you just have to make the passes smaller and not trainable. That would be the only other option. Anyways, it's modern day transit where everything is bright and colorful and it's a beautiful day out, okay? Like, let's make this really colorful, happy zombies like we've never seen before. It's a blue sky day, except they're zombies, okay? And then, here's the deal. Either you get to a certain round, just like Nuketown, and missile drops, normal transit. Back to that, except with all that stuff I updated. Or you do the Easter egg and it goes normal transit. That, I think, would make transit a great map. I'm going to be honest. Right there and then. I think transit could be one of the better maps in zombies if they somehow remastered it. So anyways, that's my thoughts on how to fix transit. Modern day transit would have no lava. Just saying. Not modern day, but like not screwed up transit would have no lava. That would also be cool. So that took a long time just to explain one of my 4 DLC maps for DLC 5. That is the number 1 map I want to see remastered because it's got potential. Okay, I said it once, I'll say it again. Transit has potential, man. Another one that I think, what other maps would I like to see remastered? Moon, because I didn't like Moon. Again, I found Moon to be tedious. Found it to be tedious, man. I don't know. Maybe Origins and Mob of the Dead are tedious and I just like them, but I just feel like not fun tedious, you know? What else we got? Let's say a Moon remastered, a Transit remastered. All the maps that matter in Black Ops 3. So Transit would matter. Buried would matter. You could totally cut out Die Rise and would not be affected at all. The only reason you go to Die Rise, literally, okay, I'm sorry, I said literally. Can I just say fuck Die Rise? Because Lex pointed this out to me in his top 5 worst as the filler maps. The only reason you go to Die Rise is so you can turn on a tower. That's it. There's 3 towers we got to turn on. That could have been skipped out. That could have been a cutscene for Buried, you know. All right, we did that. We did Transit, cutscene. We did another one. Now we're gonna do this next one. Die Rise didn't need to happen, and it wasn't a good map. So, just saying. I'm okay with Die Rise, but I really don't like it either. So I don't know. Okay. Let me think about this. So I would say, remaster 4 maps, give us Moon, because that's a really important map to the storyline. Like, probably the most relevant map to Black Ops 3. Transit, because I just think it has potential and it does play into the storyline a little bit. Buried and Origins. It'd have to be those 4. Those are the 4 most relevant maps to Black Ops 3. So, obviously, like Nuketown, all those side maps. Die Rise didn't really need to happen. Mob of the Dead is a great map, and it is actually, Mob of the Dead is very relevant, because if you look at it, obviously Shadows of Evil, it ties in, and it also ties into our Origins 4 when they go to Mob of the Dead to get the Blood Vials. So that's a relevant map, but Origins is more relevant between those two. And yes, I think those would be the 4. I think those would be the 4 to remaster. Kino, no. Kino's just, Kino's a great map. I know everyone loves it, the nostalgia, but it's, there's nothing going on at Kino. Shangri-La, kind of important, you do some stuff, get the focusing stone or whatever. I don't know. I think the only map that really mattered in Black Ops 1 was Moon, really. Call of the Dead was cool. Ascension was whatever, But at the end of the day, let's be honest, Moon was the standout map for storyline anyways. It was Samantha. That was cool. That was really cool to see Samantha. So anyways, I think you do Moon, Transit, and buried, because you get moon, where, you know, you do the Easter egg and it does the stuff. Or maybe if you beat the moon Easter egg with a remastered Easter egg, you have the remastered transit. If you blow up the moon, if you do the moon Easter egg correctly, you get the original transit. That'd be kind of cool. You actually get 2 different maps. So nice transit and bad transit. What else? I really think that's it, man. Buried is important because that was, you know, the end. That's the most chronologically far storyline, kind of. I mean, like, I don't even know. Storyline is crazy. But I think that would work. Black Ops. Yeah. We're gonna lock that in. So remaster of Moon, Transit, Buried, and Origins. That would be my dream. That would be the best thing. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I do think a DLC 5 is going to happen, and we're probably going to see at least 1 zombie map, maybe multiple, probably remasters, maybe 4 remasters and 1 new map, or maybe just 5 remakes, or maybe 4 remakes, or maybe 1 remake and some multiplayer maps, or maybe 4 and 4, like I said. I don't know, but that would be really interesting. So that's what I would like to see. It's good to just sit down and talk about this stuff, because it kind of, like, I have these thoughts, but when you actually put them into words, it makes them way more relevant and way more real. I don't know. It's good to talk about this stuff, as well as the Pokemon stuff we talked about at the start of this. Anything else I want to talk about today? I had a guy in the last podcast. I was talking about, like, man, I wish there was a guideline for life, you know? And some guy says, it's the Bible, bro. Listen, I don't want to hate on people that are religious, because, you know, I've got some great friends that are religious, and, you know, but my only one qualm with the Bible is that it was written so long ago, you know? Like, nowadays, you hear something that was like, oh, this was an article written in 2011. You're like, that's old. I don't believe that. Like, well, I need something more relevant. But, like, the Bible is so damn old, man. I just, like, listen, I'm not hating, you know, believe whatever you want, okay? It's all you. But I don't know, man. I'm just not buying it. Sorry, you know. I'm not hating. Again, I'm not hating. But I'm just not buying it. That it was, you know, 2,000 years ago. It's like the biggest game of telephone, you know, the game where you say, oh, this is, you know, I just don't think information from that long ago can be passed down and you know, you can confidently believe that information is real. So listen, I'm sorry if, you know, that's your way of thinking, that's your way of life. That's cool, man. Because a lot of the Bible does tell you to be good. A lot of it does tell you also to, like, hate gay people and not wear cotton clothing, or not wear clothing that has more than one fabric in it. And, you know, there's some weird shit in the Bible. But, you know, whatever. Believe, you know, take the parts that make you a better person, I guess, and ignore the really fucked up stuff. But again, I'm not hating. I don't know. He pointed out. I was like, it's called the Bible, bro. Once again, it's called the Bible. Not hating, just saying. And again, I'm not hating to you. I'm just saying, I don't agree. But, you know, I'm not, you know. That's the weird thing. People always go like, oh, so are you an atheist? Not an atheist, man. I like what Joe Rogan, he said. I said, I'm nothing. Like, listen, why don't I need to define my belief, you know? I don't know, man. The truth is everyone is agnostic, because agnostic, what I learned, means that you don't know, that you're open to stuff, basically. The truth is no one knows, right? So everyone's kind of an agnostic, in a sense. I don't know, man. Religion's one of those weird things. I think everyone needs a form of religion. And when I say religion, I mean some sort of, like, belief, you know? I think atheism is kind of a boring one, you know? Again, I'm not hating on the atheists. Just, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like also thinking like, yeah, this is it, and when I die, this is it, and I'm just here, and this is all completely random, and there's no God. I don't know. That just seems like I mean, I guess it's people look at it as being realistic. I just feel like that's a little bit negative, to be honest. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I think the truth is people are going to want to believe what they want to believe, and you should do that. But at the same time, man, everyone's got a different belief, and you shouldn't kill people for your belief. That's how I'm going to end it. Jim Jeffries has a great bit on that. He says, no one has ever said, in the name of nothing, and killed someone. I'm like, that's a pretty good argument for atheism. So anyways, I probably just triggered like at least 5 people. But listen, you believe what you want to believe. I'm going to believe what I want to believe. We don't got to kill each other, okay? Welcome to the SmithSquad podcast, ladies and gentlemen. That was episode 124. We are going to come back with, I think, Mystic 7 is going to be on the show next week. He's a real cool dude that I met in London, and I want to get a chance to talk to him. Lex is going to be on pretty soon, too. We might even do 2 episodes next week, depending when Lex decides to get at me, because Lex is impossible to get in contact with. So we might do 2, one with Mystery Lexify, but I have locked in, or I can't say I've locked in Lex, but he actually replied to me, guys, okay? He said, I'll read our conversation. Hey, I want to come on the podcast with this week. He said, I should be able to soon. As of right now, though, I can barely move. He said, I'm sick. I said, that travel wipe you. He said, too many sick people I was traveling with. So that was basically the conversation, but he acknowledged it. So I think we can get him on, guys. I think we can do it. Other than that, thank you for coming out. Definitely Mystic 7 next week. Hopefully Lex. We'll see. Other than that, I just got a text. Look at that. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.